Good morning and welcome to Touch Base Day. My name is Ron Foster. I'm touching base with you always. And we usually have an intro. So let me go with my intro and let that happen. And again, welcome to Touch Base Day. My name is Ron Foster, and I'm touching base with you as I always do. Holy moly, that was interesting. I forgot to turn on I thought I was on and I wasn't on. That happened before. And I sometimes these buttons just don't move when you think they're moving. But I need to always be looking at that little red dot. Anyway, how's everybody doing on this Touch Base Daily? Tuesday, Tip Tuesday today. Today we're gonna be talking about Father's Day, how to photograph your special Father's Day. And so we'll be talking about that one this wonderful Tip Tuesday. And hey, Hannah. Hannah's the first person in the building. How are you doing, my Hannah? And are you traveling? Are you home? Are you working in the garden? What are you up to, my dear? Yes, everyone. So a lot is in the news, and so I'm going to cover a couple of things that are really that I think important. First, some headlines because you should know these headlines. And so I just want to make sure I get them out instead of waiting to Thursday. And then we'll go right into some, talking with the audience and welcoming everyone. We'll welcome and then share, welcome and share. So we'll do it some kind of way. But definitely there's some headlines I want you to know about, and I'll be sharing my screen with you so that you can see what's happening as well. So let me get that set up while folks are walking in the building. And I'm just going to go with the entire screen there because I'm going to be all over the place today. And so the first thing on the news today, it is sad to say that, let me get that up there, remembering civil rights icon Reverend James Lawson Jr., who was an amazing icon in the civil rights movement, partnered and was with Martin Luther King, and went to the whole structure of peaceful protest was created and spawned on by James Lawson, and also by his time spending it in India. He lived in India, I think, for 3 years. 3 years he lived in India, and he learned the teachings of peaceful protests. And he, to this day, I saw, and if you want a real good tribute, a real, should I say a great tribute, to the late Reverend James Lawson Jr., check out Roland Martin. Yesterday, he did such an amazing job doing his interview with Reverend James Lawson, and then other interviews that were on, and his mindset, his thinking, his philosophy. And to this day, he still believes. I mean, even though I know I've said, that they get low, let's go lower. No, but to the end, he is like, you know what? We can never, and he always uses beautiful scriptures, and he talks about different ways of how we reach people that need to be reached. And you can't fight bad conditions or people that are doing bad things with bad. You have to be different. You have to be opposite. You have to be. And I said this. You know what? I was after looking at Roland Martin's dedication to Mr. Dr. I said Reverend James Lawson last night. It was really kind of like shook me out of my, because it's so easy to get so into what's going on currently with politics and the Supreme Court and Trump and the Republicans and the GOP and all these people and the racists and the nationalists and the right ultra right and all that other stuff. The only way to continue to reach them is that we all reach out and really bonding together. And what unites us is our love for one another, our tolerance for one another. That's what unites us. That's our weapon. And it was so well done. Thank you, Roland Martin, for such an amazing tribute yesterday on his platform. And check it out. But if you don't know, Reverend James Lawson Jr. passed away at the age of 95, and that was on the exact date was June 9th, but it was announced yesterday, June 10th. Okay, so guys, know that information. That is something that is so important. Let me just go into this chat here and see what you guys are talking about. Hey, Brian Young is in the building. He says, "What's up, fam?" And I see, "Good morning, Brian." And Brian says, "Ryan, give me a buzz today about me joining this Thursday and Friday." Awesome. Yes, we're gonna do that. Yes, and Mr. B. Mimi is in the building. Mimi is in the building. How are you? Bryson is in the building. What's up, Ron? What's up, RLP family? What's up, CQ fam? Happy Godzilla and Kong Tuesday. Leave it to Bryson. Bryson always comes with the latest, the latest entertainment. Hannah says, "I am home. Our son is here from Dallas visiting this week." Wow. You got is it as hot in where you are, Hannah, as it is in Dallas and the rest of the west of the I say west of the Rockies, but it's really also south of the Rockies that is hot. We're getting a little taste of that on Friday, but supposed to get cool back on the weekend, and then we get a heat wave next week. We're gonna get a little bit of what you guys are getting across the country here in New York City. Hey, Kelly is in the building. Good morning, everyone, she says. And I see here, I see. And okay, good. So guys, again, so check out that information on Dr. I always say, do they call, what do they call? I know they say Reverend James Lawson Jr. I'm so used to, people when you see people in the pulpit and they've been around from the Martin Luther King era, most of them are doctors, like the Dr. Lori, Dr. Martin Luther King, they all have these doctors in front of their names. But he was amazing. Bryson said, "It's going to be 97 degrees. Whoa! I am not ready. For those that don't know, I am sensitive to heat. I do not function well in hot climates. Do not function well at all. Okay. Have you guys heard about the announcement of Apple Intelligence? Apple Intelligence is here, and it's supposed to be groundbreaking. They're using Chat GPT, and you'll be able to talk to it. They're saying you won't even need to look for your emojis. You'll be able to just say your emojis. And so it's quite interesting. I'm looking forward to finding out what Apple Intelligence can do. It is literally called Apple Intelligence. And what do you guys think about this? What do you guys think about Apple Intelligence? Are you excited about it? Are you scared of the Apple Intelligence? What says you on this? Oh, see, Bryson, I beat you on this one. I beat you, Bryson. So Bryson usually gets it too, but Apple Intelligence is here, y'all, and I'm excited. I tell people all the time I use AI for almost everything when it comes to me speaking and sharing. When I do my lessons, like you'll see the lesson later on, I go in, I write a whole little essay, I write down everything I want to put in in my thoughts. And then I will say to AI, please prepare this in a more grammatic appealing way for my online audience and community. And it comes out, it looks great, and then I go in and tweak it a little more to make it more me, because it is me that, the thought was mine, how I wanted to say to you guys, teach or whatever. I use AI. And I always say, and it is a full disclosure, for those that have dyslexia, like I grew up with dyslexia, I still have dyslexia, and we all have different grades of it, or levels of it. AI is the greatest invention for us. It is one of the greatest new tools for folks like myself that have 1,000 ideas in our heads and not know how to formulate them into words that are grammatically appealing, and or get started to write it all out. And you're able to write down all your thoughts, no matter how arranged, you just put them all in and write them down. And then you go to AI and say, could you now make this all grammatically appealing? And it takes all of your thoughts and makes them beautiful and appealing, so I can present to you guys and come to you and say, hey, this is what we're talking about today. Well, when we do teaching, I don't need AI to have a conversation, because I'm a chatty. I like to chat, so I have the gift of gab. But AI, and if you're out there and you have dyslexia, or you know someone that has dyslexia, introduce them to AI, all the tools of AI. I use Copilot. It is my favorite. That is built, I think, sponsored by Microsoft. And I find that it learns how I want to speak. It learns how I speak, and it learns my thought process. Like, it already knows I have a photography YouTube channel with wonderful folks like yourselves. And because I've used it so much, it now knows me, which is almost kind of scary in some ways, but it's cool because it really is a tool that can help you be more efficient. And I'm all in. Gwendolyn's in the building. Hey, Gwendolyn's in the building. Gwendolyn knows, and Gwendolyn's more out there than I am. Don't be afraid of technology. Don't be afraid of technology. All these people that are like, oh my gosh, AI is going to kill us all. Well, that might happen, and if it does, it's going to be years off. None of us will be around to enjoy. Let's say enjoy to experience it. But don't be afraid of technology. Technology is your friend. Technology is your friend. And again, technology cannot do more than what we give it to. We give it the information. So let's really Gwen says she's still waiting for her I want the George Jetson kitchen. Yeah, one day we'll have it. One day there will be a George Jetson kitchen. Well, you'll say, can do it through our phones. We can turn on our what do you call it, fryers. You can turn on the oven. You can turn on the microwave. You can turn on lights. You can turn on the blenders. A lot of this stuff we've been using. And again, I always say we've been using AI for already 10 years. Minimum. We've been using it really longer than that. But as we know it, like, think about your spell check. That's AI. Grammarly. That's AI. Google Maps. AI. Waze. AI. Right? We've been using AI a long time. So anyway, so guys, I was just curious. How are you guys? Are you guys okay with this? How are you feeling about all this new AI intelligence? So Apple Intelligence is here. And this is this is interesting too. When I read this article, and I also saw it on TV on one of my streaming. I do a lot of streaming and learn online, which is going to bring me to my next topic. Apple is catching up to Samsung. Now, can I say that again? Samsung's AI intelligence on the Android is rated higher and has been around a little longer. And so Apple had to come up with a new strategy and create Apple Intelligence to stay in the arena. So shout out to Apple, shout out to Samsung, shout out to Androids, shout out to technology. Um, and she says, that's true, Ron. The kitchen is kind of smart. As an interior designer, I go to showrooms and literally, um, in the design building here in New York City, you can literally go into what's called a smart kitchen, meaning the faucets are smart, the water, the boiling, the electric, everything is on Wi-Fi. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool when you can just say, turn on water faucet or make water faucet lukewarm. And it does it. You don't have to do anything. Or you can go to work. You could get on the train, leave work, talk to your kitchen, and say, begin boiling water for spaghetti. And by the time you get home, the water is boiling and you can throw the spaghetti in. Yeah, that's what's possible now. Okay, technology. G says, the other G in the building, the Girls Club Inc. says, I recently started using Google Gemini. I'm going to experiment with using Chat GPT and AI to create YouTube videos. Look, like I said, I use it. I use AI. It's important. Use it. It is a tool. Embrace the tools. Who else is in the building since I've gone down here? Okay, I see here. Okay, going through. Oh, I see. Oh, Mr. B says something. He said Apple Intelligence, Chat GPT, etc. I'm just waiting for Skynet to come online and the Terminators to come back from the future to take us out. Who's to say that there are not folks from the future already here? And that's how we are learning. Anything's possible in the world. We don't know what's happening behind the scenes, do we? Mimi says, I love tech. I work in tech. I just wanted to predict Powerball or Mega Millions for me. I do too, Mimi. I do too. I need to win the lotto. Not that I want to win the lotto. I need to win the lotto. I'm putting it in the universe. I need to win the lotto. Okay, next subject that I thought guys may be interested in. Speaking of viewing habits, I was mentioning, viewing habits continue to shift. And Forbes had an article, I think it was yesterday, or it came out this morning, going to Forbes magazine, latest on Forbes, and it was talking about um, the viewing habits of people today. It breaks it down by ages. It breaks it down by ages. It pretty much is just by age and years. And as we've been saying on this platform, and Dr. Tachi's been saying, the number one form of video content, news content, entertainment, programming, the number one. Are y'all ready? How about this? I'll ask you. what is the number one for movies, entertainment, conversation, learning? What is it? I want y'all to tell me, because I don't want to say. Y'all know what you know what it is. Yeah. Someone out there? Is anybody out there? What is the number one place? Is it cable? Is it streaming? Is it newsrooms? Is it Thank You Girl Club Inc.? It's YouTube. YouTube is the number one by it is over by it was at 10%. 10%. They broke it down 10%, 7%, 5%, blah, 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 all the way down. And the highest rating area of people getting their consumption of information, news, programming, movies, everything, like anything, any and everything, learning. YouTube is the number one platform. And people watch on their phones and their tablets. So what has gone away or is going away, even though you see people saying, I want a big screen television. People do use their big screen televisions, but most people are watching or as they say, their consumption of media is on their tablets and phones. So for all those people that are spending the thousands and thousands of dollars on the large, big screen televisions, which have gone down a whole lot compared to what they used to be. And you know why? Well, they got popular. Now I got to get rid of them because not a lot of people are buying them as much as they used to. Televisions, yeah, consumption is different. Younger people use YouTube. And what they found out is that people in the older generations are now beginning to watch YouTube as much as the young folks. Young folks, they live on YouTube, which always shocks me that there's like the average audience person in this community is usually 40, 45. Yeah, in this audience here. So, which is interesting to me. They think I'm young. They think I'm like their age. So that is going on, Mimi. YouTube. Hey, Lisa's in the building. Hey, Amparo's in the building. But there must have been another wave that went out and said, we are on live. Lisa says she's 22 years old. Yes, we are 22, Lisa. And so that's what's going on. So again, check that out. I think you can check that out on Forbes. And I was looking for it to bring that up to you guys. But it is on Forbes, and it's talking about the viewing habits of Americans. The viewing habits for Americans in Forbes. Amparo says she feels 15. I hear you, Amparo. Amparo, your personality is the life of a 15-year-old. You have so much energy. Okay, next headline, and then we're going to go to teaching. Okay, For those that just joined, today is Touch Base Daily is teaching. It is our Tuesday, and today we're learning about how to photograph your special Father's Day. We did Mother's Day, so we had to come back with a Father's Day with a different twist. Okay, and let's see here. Yes, right, baby. Brian says, I'm always young because it's his last name. Yeah, you're always young, bro. Okay, let's see. What's the next one? The next one I want to bring to your attention today is... Oh, I think I got them all. Yeah, Apple. We did Apple. We did the honoring Reverend James Lawson Jr. We did that, and we also did the viewing habits continuing to shift in America. Okay, so we're good. We are good. We're good. Okay, how are you? How are we doing? We're doing good. Okay, let's move on. I am nope. I said nope. I'm not going there. I'm not going to talk about the orange person. Nope. I must resist. Okay, so let's go in and let's talk about also. Oh, there was one thing. For those, let me pop this on the screen. If you are interested, tomorrow, for all the photographers in the room and people that like photography, Photoville will be doing a virtual workshop between 11 and 12:30 p.m. EDT. which is on tomorrow. So as soon as I get off tomorrow, we'll be joining. I will. And if anyone wants to join me, we'll be joining Photoville. And it's a conversation, deep dive into photography, discussion. Let me get you there. It says discussion will cover the intricacies of long-term story creation, the strategies for working better with communities that have experienced trauma, and the methodology behind journalism that focuses on solutions, not just problems. So that's going to be tomorrow at Photoville. I will be doing that with, like I said, I will leave you guys and head over there to check it out. And if you want to, you can join me. It will be tomorrow. Put it on your calendar. I think people like Lisa, who has her platform, it's all about healing. And she wants to learn something. And she's doing photography a little bit there. So this would be something good for Lisa and anybody that is, you want to be able to tell your story. I think you're going to learn a lot. I have never been disappointed in any of the Photoville workshops. So make sure you do that if you're interested. And there was one more thing. I think, yeah, that's it. I think I got them all. I got them all. If you're interested, this lesson is coming from our Patreon community. I posted this morning how to photograph your special Father's Day. If you are not a Patreon member, you're more than welcome to become a Patreon member and support me as I build content and bring content to you and hopefully educate you on some level or encourage you on some level. So if you want to support this brother here, just go to the Patreon page and check me out. But this will be the full story is for the full paying Patreon members. So you can check that out. And also you'll be able to click on this video and be able to see this video as a repeat on the on the Patreon page. We'll present my YouTube video that I'm doing right now. Okay, I think we're ready. I think it's time to teach. Here we go. How to photograph your special Father's Day. So shout out to all the fathers. Shout out to all the moms that take on the role of being fathers, because there's lots of you out there. And so celebrating Father's Day is a big day. Sometimes Father's Day can be a little overlooked. Like Mother's Day is like big. Everyone's like, Mother's Day, get the flowers, get the restaurant, let's go this place, blah, 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 blah. Mother's Day gets a big deal. I mean, with all good reason. We could not be here if it wasn't for our mothers, but we couldn't be here either if it wasn't for our fathers. Our dads, the people that have raised us, the people that have invested in us, the people that have connected with us, the ones that have put us on the right path, the ones that have given us instructions. Not everyone that gives, here's the old saying, not everyone that's a sperm donor or a sharer is a father. Being a father is also being in the lives of the kids, in the lives of the children, whoever they may be. Some of us are adopted dads, some of us are full-time dads, some of us are biological dads, some of us are dads by marriage, some of us are dads by many ways of being dads. There's not just one way of being a dad. So, but let's celebrate our dads. Let's celebrate our fathers. And for those of us that have our fathers with us and will be with us this weekend, let me just see what you guys are saying. Okay, Brian says, I'm going to be doing a special IG live tomorrow. Okay, good, at 12:30 from the newly renovated Open Michigan Central Station. Gonna be talking pictures. So that'll be right after Photoville. So guys, you got a lineup tomorrow. Brian will be speaking tomorrow. Also, and Paul says, Mother's Day is the second most celebrated holiday after Christmas. Yes, it certainly is. Okay, so this conversation, this instruction, this Tip Tuesday, this subject was brought about. And I said, wait a minute, we had a Mother's Day. Let's celebrate. And this one's a little different. So if you want to learn more specifics on photography, check out the Mother's Day. It still applies to Father's Day. You can go back and check that video out. Gotta keep these different. Gotta keep, you gotta keep them different. Can't keep them, looking the same. Okay, here we go. Are you guys ready? Are you ready? Here we go. Here we go. And so, and we clicking away. Here are some basic photography tips to help you capture memorable father's moments. One, capture connections. When you're with your family today, or you're with your husband, when you're with a significant other, and they're with the kids, take out your smartphone, take out your camera, focus on candid shots that show the genuine interactions between your family members. These can be more meaningful than posed photos, right? There's a place for that too. There's a place for, hey guys, let's get together and look at the camera and say cheese. There's a place for that. But sometimes it's nice to just be a fly on the wall and document the day. Document your family. Document how the kids are interacting with their dads. Document how the dads are interacting with their kids, right? Or in some cases, like I have friends that have lost their dads, some that are in this audience, in this community. Maybe this is the day that you're documenting your family as they remember your dad. You're remembering your dad. So your family's gathered together, they're interacting, they're sitting around talking about the good times with dad and how he was and what he did for us. Document the moments. Those moments are important too. The memories are important. You'll be continuing the legacy by documenting, and be the fly on the wall. Be the fly on the wall. Take pictures without them even knowing you're doing it. Okay? And create your family album. Plan your photo. Think about what makes your father special. Consider his favorite memories, activities, and style. Use these elements to create a personalized photo, right? Take a photo at the restaurant. I went out to celebrate my friend's birthday on Friday after I left you guys on Friday. And she and we do this. I call my Latin lover, Linda. And she celebrates my birthday. I celebrate her birthday. We always go to our same restaurant. We go there to celebrate both our birthdays. We love our time together. Again, investing in your friendships and all that stuff. So we're sitting down, and the light was coming into the restaurant in such a beautiful way on her face. And we had just finished eating. We're just kind of like relaxing and talking. And I said, hey, wait a minute. Wait. The light looks beautiful on you right now. Can I take a picture? She goes, sure. And I took this series of beautiful portrait shots. I walk around with my camera everywhere I go. And I took some really nice photos of her. And then I sent them out to her yesterday. And she was like, oh my God, these are so beautiful. Guys, take those moments, look around, and you know how we photographers are. We're light chasers. You might be at a restaurant. You might be at the barbecue. You might be on the beach. And there's certain times that individuals will walk into the light in a special way. Photograph them. Take out your camera and photograph them. Photograph your dad. Photograph the kids with the dad. Photograph your dad with the kids. Also, again, think about where you want that special photo to be. Plan it out. Some of our dads like to be on the boat. Some dads like to be in the backyard on a lawn chair. Some like to be in a hammock. Some like to just be watching TV. Wherever that time is where your dad loves to be, make time to photograph them where they are. Okay? So it's not complicated. It's not complicated. You don't have to say, hey, I got to let's go out to let's drive out wherever and pay money to do. No. I mean, if it's necessary, do that. But I mean, plan it, but keep it simple. Simplicity is beauty. Okay, next one. Use big letters. Create a fun and classic photo by spelling out dad with people or objects. This works best with a plain background and good lighting. Well, this was something with the kids. Obviously, it's the kids. And this is from an article. Let me see if I can bring this up real quick. This is an article that I came across, and as I was planning this, you wait, here it is, and it's called 5 Ideas for Father's Day Photography. This link is also in the story in my Patreon. But you go in, it says photos with big letters and tells you what that is and teach you, and then it shares all kinds of things, little stuff that you can do. And so check out these articles. They're really cool. Things that you can do with your kids, you know? Yeah, so there you go. This is a great article. I always love seeing dads with their kids and connecting with them. It's so special. But this is a great article. This article is found in iPhotography, Father's Day photography tips and ideas. Some of these ideas also I use here, but it's really cool. I mean, they really go into depth. So check it out. Check out iPhotography. Okay, that's a good what I call it, plug for them. And let's go back. Okay, next, dress up. Have fun with costumes and outfits that reflect your father's personality or interests. Make it a fun time. If your father loves to be in the garage with the hacksaw and some wood and hammers, maybe you want to imitate him and take some photos. Take some photos or take some selfies. You can do that too. Really take the moment, enjoy the time with your dads. Okay? Dress up. Here's another one, candid shots, as we always talk about those. Try to capture spontaneous moments that show your father's natural expressions and emotions. Just like me, it's just like being an event. It's an event. Just like event photographers are always looking for the smiles, the cries, the tears, the laughters, the outbreaks of laughter. Take pictures of those moments, and you will find that those moments are going to be so genuine, so treasures. They're going to be like little treasures that you hold on to for the rest of your life, looking back at the time you all have fun. Have fun together. So moms out there, if you're hanging out with dad, get ready, get your camera ready. Hanging out, and this is dads, also your granddads, great granddads, and all the dads. Make it special. Make it special. Catch them in their candid moments, and they will appreciate it also. Okay, and that's it. That's it for this week on Tip Tuesday. Remember, the goal is to create photos that will be cherished for years to come. Isn't that what we do as photographers? We freeze time, have fun, and enjoy the process of capturing these special moments on your Father's Day. Happy sharing. Okay, any questions, any Q&A? Any Q&A, any questions that you might have about photography for this Father's Day? What you may have, any questions in your bag, things you may be thinking about? It's quiet. People have left. Is this not an interesting topic? I know someone out there is going to find this interesting, but that's okay. It's not about the numbers. It's about getting the information out. So is everybody awake? Thank you. Thank you, the girls club. Thank you. Great tips. Thank you. Yes. Here's one. What are some ways to do a community project? Yeah, here's I did this a couple of years ago, and I posted it online and in my Instagram community, Facebook community. This is pre-COVID. I think it was pre-COVID. And I said, "Hey guys," I mean, this is obviously to my neighborhood. "I'm going to be at Fort Greene Park today at the monument. And if you want to get a photograph of your father and your son, a father and son photograph, come on over to the monument." And so you can take pictures that way. You can take pictures. You can like, I mean, you can. Some people will go out and just say, "Hey, this is a way of making a couple of dollars and change as well as photographers." But you can definitely make a project out of it. I have another friend that's a photographer that he literally in our art show last year, when we did our art show at El Barro in on the east side of Harlem, half of his show was all his dedication to fathers and sons. And it was a beautiful exhibition. That part of his, I mean, all of his work is beautiful, but that was a beautiful exhibition that he gave. Beautiful, huge, big black and white photos of fathers and sons from all backgrounds, hip hop father and sons, intellectual fathers and sons, Caribbean fathers and sons. It was really beautiful. And so yeah, you can make a project out of it. You can say, you can make a project of your family. Yeah. What are some ways to do a community project? So, and I say that's a good way to reach out to your community is let people know. You have apps like Nextdoor. Let people know that you're going to be at a certain destination in the neighborhood and you would love to photograph them. And that's involving the community, right? How many of you guys are subscribers or have the Nextdoor app? Now, for those that are on Nextdoor, a lot of negativity goes on in Nextdoor for those, just so you know. People are always complaining about whatever, like chiming in on craziness. However, though, it still is a great platform to get your positivity into that arena, and people will acknowledge you. I usually get about 300 views every time I post in my Nextdoor because in a sea of darkness, you look like a light. you, they'll say about diamonds, they put diamonds on black surfaces for a reason, so they can shine. So, but yeah, so I see Hannah says, I subscribe to Nextdoor. There you go. Nextdoor is a really, I think it's a great platform. Some people use it for, negativity, but that's online everywhere. People don't know how to just be positive, send positive energy out, but you can use it as a way of sharing and connecting with your community. So that was a good question, Amparo. Good question. Brian Young says a nice thing to do is create a collage of candid dad pics, frame it, and give to dad. So true. You got 4 days, you got 3 days to do it. Or again, you could take pictures of the day and again create those collages. And then next week, give dad a surprise Father's Day gift from Father's Day he just experienced. Yeah. So any other thoughts? Any other thoughts? Any other tips? Any other thoughts about how we can celebrate Father's Day and make it precious and savor the moment as photographers as we use our cameras to photograph our families on Father's Day? Okay, cool. Cool beans. Any others? Okay, so I don't see any more. Yeah. So here's another question for you. Oh, here we go. Here's another question. Guess gotta hold out and just waiting for you guys, right? I think I may use the cool company unmentioned to get a print of kids with their dad. Hmm, I like that, Amparo. Amparo is very creative, y'all. She is. Elite, Alicia says, Happy Father's Day to all the guys in the chat. Thank you, Alicia. Thank you. White wall. Amparo is like Amparo just learned about white wall. I shared with her one of my vendors called White Wall. Yeah, but it'll be great. Definitely get out there. Okay, if you enjoyed this, if you learned something, hit like and subscribe and share this information with your folks and on your YouTube. Hannah says, Ron, my son was just in New York last week. He says he visited a beautiful section of Brooklyn, Dumbo. Have you ever discussed? And maybe I just don't remember. Yes, I was just in Dumbo. Remember, I just did a video last Sunday. Sunday just passed. Was it Sunday? No, Saturday. Saturday passed of Dumbo. I walked around Dumbo. Is a live video. You'll see it under my On the Move from Saturday, and you will see it is on Dumbo and Brooklyn Bridge Park and down under the Brooklyn Bridge and under the Manhattan Bridge. Dumbo, down under the Manhattan Bridge overpass. Okay, there you go. That's what Dumbo stands for. It is in no way connection to Walt Disney. But yeah, Dumbo is amazing. Dumbo has great restaurants, art, galleries, places to see, places to go. You will never, it has an amazing flea market really under the Manhattan Bridge. Under the Manhattan Bridge. And they're selling all kinds of stuff, antiques and artifacts and and photography and food. Yep, Hannah. Yep, it is. It is a great place. It is a great place. Okay. Anyone else have anything to share before we close out? I'm going to just give you a couple of banner announcements so you can have these banners up on the screen so that way they're part of the video. For those that know, if you're interested, let me get rid of this. Sorry, let me get rid of that comment box here. If you are interested in, let me get rid. I got a lot to get rid of. Okay, let me clean this screen up a little bit so I can talk about this. Okay, there we go. If you are interested in photography tips, make sure you reach out to me. I do teach virtual basic photography 101. That means I can get online with you on YouTube or on this wonderful StreamYard or on Google, Google, Google Video. And we will go through lessons every week. You will have homework every week. And we can teach you some wonderful photography. We go through aperture, we go through what is shutter speed, we go through what's ISO, the relationship between them, we go through composition, the mechanics of your camera. If you're interested in any of that, reach out. I do this. I have students and I love teaching. Some of my students hit me up to be taught because they want to be able to have more control as business people. They want to be able to photograph their retail showroom or the boutique or different things that they do, and they wanted a better handle on their photography. Reach out. Photography could be used for so many things, and also building up your sales in your retail. Okay, so use your photography, and if you need tips, reach out to me. That would be good. Also, what else do we have here in this little plan here? And I think that's it. Also, again, I just want to say thank you to all my Patreon members that support this. Without the Patreon community, I could not do this. So thank you, Patreon folks who support what I do online as a creative and content creator. Okay, I think we got it all. I'm going to pop this off and I'm going to let you guys go. It is time to end this part of Touch Base Daily. I hope you learned something today. I hope that these tips will help you on your Father's Day. And also make sure again to look at those the headlines. There's some other headlines, but we'll talk about that probably tomorrow and either tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday and Friday. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So we got all these options. Okay, I'm out of here, y'all. See you on tomorrow. Yes, I'm getting my outro. I'm getting my outro. There we go. Bye-bye.